Death, you're talking about karma? Yeah. Yeah, 55,000? Yeah. Yeah, he said he had some studying to do, so he might not be on for a while. Karma. You're right. Yeah. What up? What? I had already moved you. Why'd you move? Mm-hmm. I don't know anything. I came on this morning and him and Fox were running around up in Harrowdale, so I went and joined them and they were all talking. I thought they were buds. And then they were... Oh, well, that's... You're right. Well, that's what I was telling Fox. I said, yeah, it sounds plausible, but I would like more proof. But, you know, without him being here to defend himself, because he did put in 2,000 gold supposedly into the guild bank. I didn't check when he said he was doing it. And he had taken the silver before I met the party up. Yeah. Well, see, but that's what we were discussing. Well, he said he knew. I don't know. From what I gather, he was part of the guild in the last alpha. I have no idea who he is. But you know, like I said, when we were trying to scrounge up money, because I didn't look at his profile to see how much money he had, he supposedly put in 2,000 gold into the into the guild stash. So, you know. Right. Right. Well, that's what I had a private conversation with Fox earlier. I said, yeah, it sounds plausible, but how do we know? He could have sold an item on the auction house and got all that, you know? He's not here to answer how he got it, you know? Well, right. Well, that's what I'm saying. If Fox caught him uh, taking the money and he said, yeah, I took some, you know, and he donated 2,000 back, like I said, I didn't check his account to see what he had. You know, them guys were talking, I thought they were buddies. By the time I joined them up in the PvP area, I thought they were, you know, like close buds, and then it comes to find out he's never met him before, and somehow he said he was in the last alpha with us, so somebody invited him to the guild. Yeah, I know. That's why I keep saying he said he was going to be studying, and he might not be on for a while. All right, guys. Well, that and not have 42 people in one channel and have 3 different groups running around. We either run together or we go with separate channels. That's how I died earlier. And now screaming like a little girl going, where is everybody? And you guys were just laughing and watching me getting beat on by these 5 guys going, oh, there's too many. What do you mean there's too many? We got 32 people in the guild and you got an alliance. You mean you can't say, hey guys, one of our guys is getting camped here in Elkhurst. Let's go just stomp these 5 guys? Right. Yeah, you're in Harrowdale, right, Death? Yeah, in Harrowdale, right? Okay. I'm coming through Flint Slice. I'm just about to the door, I think. He's sick, so he hasn't been on all day. Right. Well, most of us. Oh, I would. I was busting his chop earlier. Said he's the PR guy, because like I said, he was talking to that Karma guy like, oh yeah, this and that, and we do this and that, and Karma says, yeah, that's the way I want to be. That's what the guild I'm running with. Because like I said, that's the conversation I just joined in on, and that's why I thought they were buds for a long time. Oh yeah, well he's the biggest mouth speaker. I say, hey guys, we need to do this. No one listens. I'm not going to keep harping. All right, guys. Moving on. Trying to get there. I thought he was already a War Master. Yeah, you could actually probably drop me down to recruit or something. Oh yeah, but like I said, I'd go in and say, hey guys, we need to get this done, and everybody just goes, whatever, does their own thing. So, having the title doesn't matter. It's either because I'm not going to scream, I'm not going to. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, Daito's there, Orion's there, Varg's there, Ben's there. They're all trying to help out. What do you need? I'm gathering T3. That's all I can do. And they're helping and they're doing things. And then of course you still got a few of us, even some of the so-called officers or leaders, going, yeah, well, I got to go do this or I got to do that. Not keeping focus with what somebody else has tried to have already planned out. So, but anyway, like I said, it's yeah, Hemrick should be promoted. I don't see an issue with Fox being promoted. Like I said, he's been very vigilant, trying to get people in the direction and doing things. And we were discussing today when the money disappeared. Him and I were going through. Okay, what can we sell? What can we trade? What can everybody pitch in? And everybody kind of jumped in and worked together under his voice. So I don't see an issue with it. Stark's definitely a team player. He's been helping out. He does what he needs to get done, either get bloody, jumping in, or resources, whatever. Yeah, he's definitely a good choice. Oh, there you are. Right. Oh, actually, you want to give me the food back? Sorry, I could feed this while I'm standing here looking stupid.